Start. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a second game of baseball night in America. Welcome to Strat Matic Baseball Night in America. Go ahead and play the second game. Maybe we'll get 3 games in tonight. We'll see how it goes, but this will be our second game tonight. This game between the 19 New York Mets. This baseball game, folks, as tonight's pitcher will be Mike Caldwell for the Milwaukee Brewers, and for the New York Mets will be Bobby Ojeda. Both are left-handers. The Brewers are struggling mightily. They are in a miserable 0-5 streak. The Mets are 4-2. Before we get started here, let's move it back to County Stadium. I'm just having so many issues with the ballpark and everything else, so I'm going to move it back. And we're playing in their older ballpark, but I'm going to go ahead and flip it back to. Unfortunately, I don't like this ballpark either because it looks like a pandemic hit because there's no crowd, but it looks closer to County Stadium. So here we go, folks. Let's get this started. For the Brewers defensively, it's Ogilvy, Thomas, and Moore, Malter, Yount, Gantner, Cooper, Simmons behind the plate, Caldwell on the mound. Milwaukee has no injuries. The Mets have no injuries, so both teams are pretty healthy. The Met lineup will be Wilson, Dykstra, Hernandez. Dykstra said he wants to play against lefties. He did play during the World Series of '86 versus left-handers, so we're going to give him his chance to play. Carter, Strawberry, Knight, Foster, Tuffle, and Santana. Are we ready? Let's do this from Milwaukee. So Mookie Wilson will lead off. He gets the starts, usually versus lefties. He's hitting .333 and 2 RBIs on the year. Simmons puts down the target. Caldwell looks in, and here's the pitch. And that will be a pop up to short. Yount is there, makes the catch, and there's one away. Caldwell came in going. Let's go over Caldwell's stats. The computer has a tendency of pulling their pitchers really early, so I kind of have to watch that and monitor that. He pitched his one game, 1/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, and the computer said you're out. So maybe he had some arm injuries, some arm tightness. So Caldwell was pulled early, and the Brewers haven't recovered since. They have not won yet this year. They are 0-5 so far. The Mets are 4-2. Here is Lenny Dykstra. He's hitting .252 RBIs. No stolen bases. That's part of Lenny's game. Again, not much hitting against left-handed pitching, but he wants to be in there for his defense. Simmons puts down the target. Caldwell looks in, lefty to lefty matchup, and that is a ground ball to second. Gantner's got it in front of him. He'll go to first and make the play, and there's 2 outs. Here's the first baseman, Keith Hernandez. He should be in the Hall of Fame, and he's having a Hall of Fame type year. 25 at-bats, 3 doubles, 2 homers, 10 RBIs, hitting .480. Lefty on lefty matchup. Simmons puts down the target. Caldwell, the windup. Here's the pitch. That will be a fly ball right field. That's Charlie Moore. Moore settles under it. Does he make the catch? Yes, he does. And now end the first inning. Mets go 1-2-3. Let's go to the bottom of the first. It is Mets nothing. Here come the Brewers. The Brewer lineup is Malter, Yount, Cooper, Simmons, Thomas, Ogilvy. Money's your DH. Moore, and then Gantner. On the mound is Bobby Ojeda. His first start, very good. 7 innings, 4 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Got to win in his opener. And he'll go ahead and pitch against his taunted Brewer lineup. This is the one Brewer that's hitting. He's hitting .429. That is young Paul Molitor. 21 at-bats, a triple and RBI, stolen 4 bases, and he's hitting the ball well. So Carter puts down the sign. Looking in is Ojeda. Here's the first pitch. And that's going to be a strikeout for Bobby O. First down the ball game. Here's the shortstop, the MVP, Robin Yount. He's had a slow start. 21 at bats, 2 doubles and an RBI, hitting a .190. Carter puts down the target. Ojeda looks in, and here's the pitch to Yount. And that's going to be a fly ball to the left. Wilson there camps under it, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. And now here is Cecil Cooper hitting .250, 20 at bats, 2 doubles, a homer, and 3 RBIs. Cooper really demolishes right-handed pitching. He struggles kind of against lefties. He must have had a streak of lefties in this area here so far in the season. Carter puts down the sign. Ojeda looks in. Here's the pitch. Lefty-lefty matchup. And that's a ground ball to short. Santana's got in front of him, picks it up, and throws him out. And the Brewers go 1-2-3. Let's go to the second. Mets nothing. Brewers nothing. Top of the second year here at County State at night. Carter hitting .370, having a great start. 27 at bats, a double, a home run, and 7 RBIs. Caldwell struggling to get through this so far this season. This is the longest he's gone. Simmons puts down the sign. Caldwell with the pitch, and here it comes. And that is going to be a base hit for Carter. So Carter rips from through the left-hand side. I put my stuff in a different part of the game this time on the bottom left. And now I'm like, I have to remember where the stuff is. So I do apologize if I don't call the stuff faster. I'm going to move the cards back up on the right-hand side so I can see them faster. So we'll see how that works. I don't think it'll be a problem. Let's move the out-of-town scoreboard back into play again. It was not put in this one. And there it is. It's now going to be in the top right-hand corner, if you can see in your screen. As you see, the Royals lead 4-0. The Astros over the Tigers 1-0. Reds and Cubs tied at zip. Giants over the White Sox 2-0. Red Sox lead the Pirates 1-0. So here's Strawberry, runner on first, nobody out. Strawberry hitting .182, home run, 4 RBIs, 10 strikeouts and 22 at bats. Way too many for Darryl. Simmons puts down the target. Caldwell from the stretch, pitch to Straw, and that's a walk. And now the Mets got 2 on and nobody out. Now here is the lefty killer, Ray Knight, hitting .154, 13 at bats, a double so far on the season. He sees a lot of lefties. Knight is going to pummel him. He's just got a superior card versus left-handers. Simmons puts down the target. Caldwell needs to get out of this bat right now. There's a bad situation for him. Here's the pitch to Knight, and that's going to be a ground ball. It does. Gantner goes to the fourth, the out, and Carter will move to third. So with runners at first and third and 1 out, here is George Foster getting the time right now as a designated hitter. 24 bats, home run, no home runs, and 1 RBI. We'll see what Mike can do here. Caldwell usually pitches real well against other left-handed pitching. Otherwise, he struggles. This is where, again, against a wrong lineup, Caldwell could struggle. Simmons does put down the target for him. Caldwell working from the stretch. Brewers playing the infield back. They'll give up 2. They'll give up 2 to get out this inning. Here's the pitch to George. And for George, it's a strikeout. Caldwell gets the inside corner, and Foster can't believe it. 2 outs, and here's Tim Tuffle. He needs to be the guy in this lineup to produce. With Backman sits, Tuffle plays. In 11 at-bats, he has a double, no RBIs. Simmons puts down the target. Caldwell from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Tuffle, and that's going to be a ground ball to third. Mahler goes a short way to Gantner to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit. They strand 2. We go to the bottom of the second. That's nothing. The Brewers, nothing. So it'll be Simmons followed by Thomas and Ogilvy to bat for the Brew Crew. Simmons hitting .095, 21 at bats, a home run, 3 RBIs. He has really struggled. Switch hitting, batting from the right-hand side. Carter puts down the sign. Ojeda with the windup and the pitch to Simmons. And for Simmons, that's a line drive, diving play by Santana, 1 away. Here is Gorman Thomas hitting .250, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. Carter puts down the target. Ojeda with the windup. Here's the pitch to Thomas. And that's a fly ball center field. Dykstra will camp up the catch, and quickly there are 2 outs. Here is the left fielder, Ben Ogilvy. Boy, 34 home run hitter. This, as you see, this Brewer lineup has tons of power. Has not hit a home run on the season, hitting $133. Give me one. Give me one moment. I gotta send a last night. If I didn't, I gotta send it again. So do apologize if you give me a moment here. Ogilvy to bat with 2 outs. Carter puts down the sign. Ojeda with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a strikeout for Ogilvy, and the Brewers are done in the second inning. Hey, we go to the top of the third inning. It is still no score. All right, folks, again, give me a second timeout if you can. I do appreciate this. I need to go ahead and, again, like I said, need to go ahead and send a quick file so far. What's great about Strat Matic on the computer is you're playing a league with a friend. You can go ahead and back up all the information and send it to them in a backup file. They load it up. They have the same file you have, and if they make changes, they can send it like immediately back to you. So we're playing this all-time great league with some of the greatest baseball hitters of all time. Basically, we choosing, if you ever gone to the Strat 365 site, we're drafted basically some of the greatest superstars in the world. And we had a million, I think $110 million cap, I believe it is. It's like 75 million for hitters and 35 million for pitchers. And we did a full-size draft with that. So it's been a lot of fun to do so far. And we're playing that. So here's Rafael Santana. He's hitting .412. What a start for Rafi. 17 at bats. Simmons puts down the target. Caldwell with a pitch to Santana. And that is that pop up behind the plate. Let's see if Simmons is there. He makes the catch, and there's first down. Here's Mookie Wilson. This is an American League ball. Even though the Brewers are in a national league, actually, it's the Universal DH League, so it doesn't matter there. So here's Mookie, 313 hitter, a double and 2 ribbies. Simmons puts down the target. Caldwell with the pitch to Mookie, one away in third. And the pitch is going to be ground ball back to Caldwell. He's got it fielding. He straightens, and he does not make the play. He throws it over Cooper's head, and Wilson will take second base. So a single and an error on Caldwell. So he didn't field it. Mookie goes to second. He was afraid of Mookie's speed, and he chucked it over Cooper's head. And now the Mets have a runner on second. One out. This is something these 0-5 Brewers can't have happen. Here's Lenny. His average really drops to down below. Mets have to consider about putting Mookie in center and putting like a Kevin Mitchell in left against lefties, I think. But Mookie with the poor arm really makes it difficult for him to stay in this lineup, in my opinion. Simmons puts down the target. Caldwell from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Dykstra. And that's going to be a ground ball to second. Gantner's got it, smooth as he is, throws it to Cooper as Mookie moves to first. So with 2 outs, here is Keith Hernandez, should be in the Hall of Fame. He has 3 doubles, 2 homers, 10 RBIs, hitting a very healthy .462. So runner on third and 2 outs. Hernandez comes up. Simmons puts down the target. Lefty matchup, one of the tough matchups you're going to get. Here's the pitch. And that's a base hit for Hernandez. Mets lead 1-0. So that might not be an earned run on Caldwell because of his mistake and the hit. They call it an unearned run. So the single in the air is what caused that run to score, and it's an unearned run. So here's Gary Carter. Again, you're 0-5. You can't make mistakes like this. Simmons puts down the target. Caldwell from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's a ground ball to third. I believe that's going to be foul ball down the line. It is foul. Carter swings. Mulder goes to short way to Gantner to end the inning. But the Mets do get a run. They strand one. We go to the bottom of the third. One big error by the Brewers, and it's 1-0 Mets. So, folks, again, I just need to, just need to go ahead and send this file back over right now, and give me one moment to do this again. It's got to find the file folder where it's at, and I can go ahead and send that over. Thank you, Ben, as always, coming in. I always miss you and I don't see you in my streams. Hopefully you're having a good day yourself. And I just need to go ahead and, like I said, I need to just go ahead and need to send this over. We'll see if we can hopefully hurry this up a little bit. If I can, just give me a second. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Sorry, give me a second there. I need to open up my backup folder here. Come on, folder. Where are you? There it is. Let me go and send this over. 4/15. Yep, tax day. So a tax day file I'm sending over on April 15th. Did it send? Sorry, folks. Sorry about talking to you like that. Give me a. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Send. Let's see if that's sent, which it does, and I can go on and do what I need to do here. And of course, it doesn't do that, I don't think. Hang on, folks. Why is it not doing this to me here? So let's see if that will do it. See if that sends it. It should. I'm hoping it's sending. There it is. So, all right, we're still on board here. Yep, there it is. Sent. All right, folks. I do apologize again. Thank you for being with me tonight. What do I have here? Jimmy Jam. How you doing? Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming in, Jimmy Jam. Always like having Jimmy in here. So here we go. Let's continue this game here, folks. And we'll go ahead and smoke this through together. Here's Don Money, one of the old-time favorite Brewers. 1-0 Mets, bottom third inning. Ojeda on the round. Mets are 4-2. The Brewers are 0-5. They're struggling through this early part of the season. Again, we're playing last year's schedule using MLB's greatest teams. Carter sets the target. Ojeda from the Strat. Here's the pitch for Money. And that ball will be deep to left field. That could carry. Wilson back at the track. He looks, he leaps, he can't get it. It's gone. Home run won the 4. That's a 2. And Don Money has crushed a home run. It's 1-1. So Money, it's Money ball here in Milwaukee as Benny the Brewer goes around the tracks and inside the brew. So Bernie the Brewer just gets himself a slide into the brew. We're tied at 1 here in Milwaukee. So Bernie the Brewer gets a slide in the brew. Here's Charlie Moore. Charlie Moore, 17 at bats, hitting .59. So we have a tie game here in the third. Carter puts down the sign. Ojeda, the windup. Here's the pitch for Charlie Moore. And that's a strikeout for Ojeda. 1 out here in the third. So here is Jimmy Gantner. Through 15 at bats, nothing. .67. Again, some of these Brewers are not hitting. Carter puts down the target. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the pitch from Ojeda to Gantner. And that's a base hit for Gantner. So Gantner's on. You don't want to wake this Milwaukee team up. They are very solid. They are offensive juggernaut if they can get going. Gantner's going to try to steal. Doesn't. Gets a short lead off, but he'll stay where he's at. Hernandez will play against him. We'll hold him on. Carter sets the sign. Ojeda from the stretch to Mulder. Mulder 0 for 1 at the strikeout. 1-1 game. And that's going to be a fly ball to center. Dykstra is there. Should make the catch. He'll come around and make the catch for out number 2. Here's Robin Yount, MVP season. Boy, he has a card. He'll hit his stuff if he's playing in the right ballpark. Milwaukee's not conducive to home runs, though. That season, he was a 1-4. 1-4 was its only home runs to right-handers. 1 second, folks. I need to, again. All right, so here we go. Here is Mulder now. Mulder swings Ojeda. That will be a base hit for Yount. Gantner will go to third, and it's first and third Brewers. So we said Yount really can hit lefties, and he does this season. First and third with 2 outs here in the third of a 1-1 tie. Let's see if Robin can now get the second on a steal here. 14%, and he doesn't get it. So first and third, 2 outs. Mets will play the infield back. This is a clutch situation for Coop. Coop doesn't hit in the clutch too well, but he only loses 1 hit. So Carter puts down the sign. Ojeda from the stretch. Lefty matchup. Pitch to Cooper, and he walks them, and the bases are loaded. So the Milwaukee Brewers have loaded the bases with 2 outs. 1-1 tie for Ted Simmons. So Simmons lined out his first time up. Brewers have a chance to maybe get a big inning here. Carter puts down the sign. Ojeda from the stretch. Bases loaded, 2 out. Pitch to Simmons, and that's a ground ball to short. Santana goes the short way to Tuffle to end the inning. Milwaukee gets a run on a money home run, but they strand the bases loaded. We head to the fourth. It's 1-1. Go to the fourth inning. All right. Yeah. Thank you. I'm sorry about that. I do apologize again. It's probably my neck going on here, and I'm trying to figure a way to keep it going. Sometimes it's signal, and sometimes that. I do have the my earpiece right by me, so that shouldn't be a problem. So yes, I know we've had some issues with that before. Here's Strawberry followed by Knight and Foster. He'll swing for the Mets here. Strawberry his first time up. Simmons puts down the sign. Caldwell with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a line drive caught by Gantner. Oh, we just had a chance there. But Gantner pulled it down 1 away here in the fourth. Here's Ray Knight. Knight's 0 for 1. Hit into a force play his first time up. Simmons puts down the sign. Caldwell with the windup. Here's the pitch to Ray. And that's going to be a fly ball to left. Ogilvy there comes in, makes the catch. And we got 2 outs. Here's Foster. He's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. Caldwell looking a lot better than he did in his first start. Simmons puts down the target. Caldwell looks in. Here's the pitch to George. And that is going to be a line drive caught by Yount on a ballpark single attempt. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's Mets 1, Brewers 1. Bottom of the fourth inning here. MLB Dream Season, as we do have the 1982 Brewers and the 1986 Mets. All right, hopefully we'll see how we do here. I'm trying other ways to do these games. I don't want to. Well, we don't want to. I don't know if I do or don't want to is the question. I know if I don't share the screen, I'm going to get better audio, and I think we'll have a better game, but you won't be able to see anything. And basically, it'll be like a radio broadcast. I'll be playing the game in the background. And I don't think that's going to come out well as a game. I don't have all these teams on cards and dice either. So unless I want to go to the Stratomatic viewer and cut up all the cards, make up all the teams and make the cards, that will be a pain also. So looking for options. This is a little bit tough with this. I do love what I do, and I want to try to see if I can continue playing this. Thomas followed by Ogilvy and Money, right, left, right against Ojeda. Carter puts down the sign. Ojeda with the windup. Here's the pitch to Gorman, and that's a ground ball to second. Tuffle will field it, throws it to Hernandez, and that's the first out. Ogilvy 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. Carter puts down the sign. Ojeda with the windup. Here's the pitch to Ogilvy. And that's going to be a walk. So, again, Bobby Ojeda having some issues. That's his second walk of the game. And now here is Don Money. Hit the home run over the left field wall his last time up. Carter puts down the sign. Money through 11 at-bats is a double home run, 3 RBIs. He's hitting a very high 545. Carter puts down a sign. Ojeda with the windup, pitch to Money. And that's a ground ball to short. That's 2. Santana, Tuffle, Hernandez for the double play. So the Brewers go down after hitting into the double play. We head to the fifth. Mets 1, Brewers 1. Both teams 1 run on 3 hits. So we're in the fifth. Let's go over the out-of-town scoreboard. Royals big over the Blue Jays 9-0. Astros over the Tigers 1-0. Cubs and Reds no score. That is the Giants leading the White Sox 5-2. Pirates and Red Sox tied at 1. It is the Mariners leading the Angels 7-3. It is the Braves over the Cardinals 3-0. Braves looking for win number 1. A's over the Indians 8-3. It is the Phillies over the Yankees 4-3. Phillies looking for win number 1. It is the Twins over the Fish 2-0. It is the Rays and the Nationals no score, and the Orioles lead the Rangers, who have not lost yet, 5-3. So we go to the top of the 5th, no score, 1-3-0 for the Yanks. For the Mets, 1-3-1 for the Brewers. Simmons puts down the sign. Caldwell with the pitch to Tuffle, and that will be a ground ball to third. Mulder's got it. Goes to first for out number 1 here in the 5th. Here's Rafael Santana. So Santana comes up. He's 0 for 1 of the pop out. Simmons puts down the sign. Caldwell with the windup and pitch to Santana. And he hits a line drive. The deep left center field. That could be trouble. Goes off the wall. Santana will cruise in the second with a double. A 1-out double for Rafael Santana. So here's Mookie Wilson. He singled, reached on an error, and then scored the only run for the Mets so far. Simmons puts down the sign. Caldwell working from the stretch. Santana on second and 1 out. Pitch to Wilson, and that's a fly ball shallow left. Ogilvy comes in, makes the catch. Santana will stay where he's at, and there's 2 outs. Here's Dykstra, 0 for 2. Again, this is part of the lineup the Mets are going to struggle with. Dykstra wants to play versus lefties, but is it going to be something that is going to work for both, for both the management and the team? Simmons puts down the sign. Caldwell from the stretch. Runner on second, 2 outs. Pitch to Lenny, and he gets a line drive base hit for Lenny. Santana will go to third. He'll have to stay there. Thomas gets the ball back in, and Lenny's on. Now let's see if Lenny can run a little bit. This will be fifth. That'll be a 1-15, 75%. If Dykstra can get second base stolen. Let's look at the results. 31%. He gets the lead. He doesn't get it. So again, Caldwell with a good move keeps Dykstra close to the bag. First and third, 2 outs for Hernandez. RBI knocked back in the 3rd inning. That was his 11th RBI. Simmons puts down the sign. Caldwell from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Hernandez. And that will be a line drive caught by Gantner. Oh, just not enough. We head to the 5th. It is still 1-1. Mets strand 2. So here's Moore, Gantner, Mulder against Ojeda. Carter puts down the sign. Ojeda with the windup, pitch to Charlie Moore. And Charlie Moore popped it straight up. Major League pop-up. Santana is there. Makes the catch. 1 out here in the 5th inning. So 1 out, 5th inning. Oof. Everyone almost left me in my game so far. I guess I probably still got Ben here. I'm happy. So here's Gantner, 1 for 1 with a single. Carter puts down the sign. Ojeda with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball to center. Dykstra will camp in under it. Makes the easy catch. And there's 2 outs. So now here's Paul Mulder. He's 0 for 2. A strikeout and a fly out. Carter puts down the sign. Ojeda with a windup. Here's the pitch to Mulder. And that's going to be a liner caught by Santana to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, go to Brewers. Let's head to the 6th. It's 1-1. So now for the New York Metropolitans, Carter, Strawberry, and Knight. Right, left, right versus Mike Caldwell. 258 innings for Caldwell. He will stay there and give you innings. Simmons puts down the sign. Caldwell with the wind up to Carter. And that is going to be a line drive caught by Yount. He's right there. 1 out in the 6th. Here is Strawberry. He's 0 for 1. You can tell that Strawberry against limps around versus lefties too. Simmons puts down the sign. Caldwell, lefty on the matchup. Here's the pitch to Straw. And that's a fly ball right field. Moore is there. Makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Here's Ray IWD Knight. So Knight the batter. Boy, he's 0 for 2, but you know he can explode anytime versus the lefty here. Simmons puts down the sign. Caldwell looks in. Here's the windup and pitch to Ray Knight. And Ray Knight, a base hit center field. Gets one in there. So 2 out hit for Knight. Here's Foster. Foster struck out and lined out. Mets trying to get a big hit here. 1-6-0 for the Mets. 1-3-1 for the Brew Crew. Simmons puts down the sign. Caldwell from the stretch. Pitch to Foster. And that's a ground ball to third. He just missed it. Mulder's got it. Goes across the diamond. Retires the side. The Mets strand 1. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's It's Mets 1, Brewers 1. The second day here of Stratomatic Baseball Night in America. So here's Robin Yount, the batter. He's 1 for 2 with a single. And we have a 1-1 tie. Ojeda's only given up 3 hits in this ball game. Carter puts down the sign. Ojeda with a windup and pitch to Yount. And that's a fly ball in the center field. Dykstra is there and makes the catch, and there's 1 away. So 1 away here in the 6th. Mets trying to see if they can squeeze a run. The Brewers trying to get their first win. Here's Cooper, 0 for 1 with a walk. Carter puts down the sign. Ojeda with the windup and the pitch. And that's going to be a walk to Cooper. So the third walk from Ojeda. You can tell Ojeda's mouth is starting to get the best of him out there right now. 3 walks and 3 strikeouts so far in the game. Here's Simmons. Cooper does have interesting speed. Let's see if he can get it. Oh, he gets picked on a 6%. So we're not going to try to chase that one down. Carter puts down the sign. Ojeda from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Ted Simmons. And Simmons hits a line drive deep to left field. This could be trouble. Dykstra's about to play it off the wall. Let's see if they'll send Cooper. 70% has now been. Your wife is a Brewer fan, but let you be the acting Brewer manager. Speed, this is how we do speed. This is how you take extra bases. If you haven't realized in advance, you runner speed. If you runner speed, fielding arm, and if you're holding them, since they were not holding Cooper, he gets the additional +1. Dykstra is a -1, so basically you're going by runner speed. So it's 70% to send Cooper. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Do we send Cooper or not? Hold him up. All right, so we hold him up. I know you're not a Brewer fan. You are a Tiger fan, but the wife is a Brewer fan. Guess what? You're a Brewer fan. So, no, I'm kidding. So we'll go ahead and hold them up. Runners are held 2nd and 3rd for Gorman Thomas. This is a tough situation because Thomas likes the lefties, walks a lot. He's like your now normal baseball hitter, home run, strikeout guy. 143 strikeouts, 39 home runs. Carter puts down the sign. Mets will play the infield in. They're going to try to cut this run off. Ojeda from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Thomas. And that's going to be a fly ball to center. Let's see if it's deep enough. Dykstra will camp in under it. Does he make the catch? Yes, he does. Cooper scores. They're not going to send Simmons from second, and the Brewers lead 2-1. So now here's Ben Ogilvy, runner on second and 2 outs. Ogilvy 0 for 1 with a walk. Carter puts down the sign. He needs to work out of this one, not give up any more runs. Here's the pitch to Ogilvy. And that's a ground ball back to Ojeda. He's got in his glove, picks it up, and throws him out to end the inning. Good play by Bobby O to play his position. Let's head to the 7th. It's 2-1 Brewers. Now the Brewers got to look at this bullpen of theirs. That would be Raleigh Fingers, guy who did not pitch in the 1982 World Series. And because of that, probably why the Brewers didn't win the World Series against the Cardinals. So far this year, Fingers 0-1, 7.71 ERA, 2 innings of work, giving up 5 hits. So he's been hit around a bit. So he is their bullpen guy. So Tuffle is ready here in the 7th. Let's see if Caldwell can give him another inning. Simmons puts down the sign. Caldwell with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that is a fly ball right field. Moore is there. Backs up maybe a second, makes the catch. And there's 1 out here in the 7th. And here is Rafael Santana. 1 out in the 7th for Rafi. 1 for 2 with a double. Simmons puts down the sign. Caldwell with the windup. Here's the pitch to Santana. And that's a fly ball left field. Ogilvy is there. Let's see if he makes the catch on it. Puts up the glove. And no, it drops in front of him. He did not get a good jump. Dropped in front of him. So Santana has the second hit of the ball game. And now here's Mookie Wilson. So Mookie comes in. The Cooper will play him back of Santana, not holding him on. Simmons puts down the sign. Let's see what Davey Johnson does. He's been known to pinch hit. And the man to put in this matchup would be Kevin Mitchell. But he has a little better arm. Worse fielder, though. That's the thing. He's not a 3-4. So they're going to bring a bat in this game. So Mitchell will bat. He hits so well in the other league. So Kevin Mitchell will be a new hitter for him here. So Wilson, ooh, man. So Kevin Mitchell has not been up more than one time. It was a walk. So he'll take a swing at Caldwell here with one out in the seventh. Simmons puts down the sign. Caldwell from the stretch, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a deep drive to left center field. That may have done it. Thomas to the track, off the top of the wall. Good score, Santana. That is going to be a 1-11. We will hold the runner. So Santana stops at third. So a pinch hit double for Kevin Mitchell. So now the Brewers will have to play the infield in. And now here's the problem with Lenny Dykstra. Do the Mets have somebody else who can play center in this case? And that would be a no. Danny Heap was probably going to play left field, so they don't put a 4 out there. And now you have Mookie out the game. So should have to swing for himself in here. Brewers playing the infield, then anything at him. Contact plays on, they'll come home. Simmons puts down the sign. Caldwell from the stretch. Can Caldwell get him out of this? Here's the pitch. And that's a strikeout for Caldwell. Great job. That is his second strikeout of the ball game. And here is the tough Keith Hernandez. Hernandez in the ball game. Carter on deck with Strawberry to follow. Tough pitch for Strawberry. He puts Hernandez on, and you get a power hitter with Carter on deck. Second and third, 2 outs. So now Caldwell must pitch to the tough left-handed hitter, Keith Hernandez. Simmons puts down the sign. Caldwell working from the stretch, takes a breath. Here's the pitch to Keith Hernandez. And that is going to be a deep drive, right center field. That's going to be trouble. Thomas to the wall, plays the hop. Santana scores. Here comes the run will score. Here comes Mitchell scores. Mets lead 3-2 in the seventh. A big 2-run double for Hernandez. So now Gary Carter, the batter. The Mets take the lead. Simmons puts down the sign for him. Caldwell from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that will be a 5-ball right field. Moore is there, makes the catch, and the Mets do it again. 2 in the seventh. We go to the bottom of the seventh. It's 3-2 Mets. And they'll keep their defense. They'll go to Danny Heap in left. He's a 3. He's a -1 arm, and he'll be a better option, I believe, than Kevin Mitchell. He does his job by getting the extra base hit. He scores, and then we'll pull him out the ball game for the defense. So let's see if we keep Ojeda in here. 3-2 Mets, bottom 7. Holy cow. The Mets have taken the lead. Doug Hunt, how you doing? Welcome aboard. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were, I thought you said, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you said the wife was a Brewer fan. My fault. Bottom 7 here. So it will be Money followed by Moore and Gantner. Right, left against Ojeda. And that may not be a strong one. So these pitch 6. Let's pitch to him. Money's had a home run in this ball game. McDowell up and ready. So is Sisk. Double barrel righties. Carter puts down the sign. Ojeda from the windup. Here's the pitch. And that is a walk, and that could do it. And you can tell Bobby Ojeda not happy with the home plate umpire today. He is very unhappy with the home plate umpire. That would be, looks like Todd Tershner. He is the home plate umpire today, and you can tell he is not happy with him. So runner on first and nobody out. Here's Moore, and here comes Dave Johnson. We'll see what the Mets decide to do or where they decide to go with it. Sisk has been good. 2 innings of work, nothing across. McDowell has not been in a game so far. Yikes. What in the world are they doing? Orozco has been tired and he shouldn't be used. He's had 2 saves, 2 innings, 1 hit so far. We'll have to see if that fixes itself when we get to the closing situation. Otherwise, you may have to save McDowell to close this game. So now this is where the Mets have to make a choice. Do they go with Sisk, who normally does better against lefties? We'll go with Sisk here. And there it is. We'll go Sisk. 217 innings out of Ojeda. So Sisk will come in, holds great, -6. So we'll see what he can do here. Here is Charlie Moore. He'll stay in the game. He is the Brewer right fielder. Let's see if they have somebody who can Marshall Edwards can play right field, and he plays it well. The Brewers will take a swing here at Marshall Edwards. Charlie Moore is a 2-0. Oh, he's a 2 with an arm. Ooh, Keep Charlie out there. Let him swing away. You don't want to give the defense is strong with Charlie, and realize he had such a good arm out there. Carter puts down the sign. Sisk will work from the stretch. Runner on first and nobody out. Pitch to Charlie Moore, and that's a fly ball to center. Just missed Sisk. Dykstra there makes the catch, and there's one away. Here now is, let's see, Jimmy Gantner. This is Sisk's strong side against lefty, so let him pitch. Let him bat here. Carter puts down the sign. Sisk will work from the stretch. Runner on first and one out. 3-2 Mets. Pitch to Gantner, and that's a fly ball center field again. Dykstra there. He stands in front of it, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. 2 outs in the 7th for Molitor. And again, Molitor, a 302 hitter during the season, hitting 375, having a good start. Brewers trying to get back in this. 3-2 Mets, bottom of the 7th. The Mets are out hitting the Brewers 9-4. Carter puts down the sign. Sisk from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Molitor, and that's a ground ball to third. Tough play for Knight. He comes up with it. Oh, he cannot make the play, and that's an E5. So Knight makes the boot, and now you have to pitch to the everyone's All-American Robin Yount. Yount on the day is 1 for 3. Again, with you possibly not having a Roscoe today, that could be an issue going forward. Because this is where you want McDowell in. First and second, 2 out. The batter is Yount. Carter puts down the sign. Sisk will now work from the stretch. Looks in. Here's the pitch to Yount. And that is going to be a ground ball back to Sisk. He fields it, gets it, throws, makes the play. Doug Sisk gets out of the 7th inning as the Brewers strand 2. We played 7. It's 3-2. Favor of the Mets. Out of town scoreboard. Royals lead the Blue Jays 9-1. It is the Tigers over the Astros 2-1. It's the Cubs over the Reds 1-0. It is the Giants overwhelming the White Sox 13-3. Pirates and Red Sox tied at 1. Mariners over the Angels 12-3. The only team that's a non-World Series team in here are playing great. The Braves over the Cardinals 3-0. It is the A's over the Indians 8-4. Phillies and Yankees now tied at 4. Phillies did have a lead earlier. Twins over the Fish 2-1. The Nationals and Rays tied at 0, and the Brewers leading the only undefeated team, the Rangers 7-3. So now we go to the 8th. It'll be Strawberry followed by Knight and Foster. Caldwell will stay out there. He's the better pitcher in this situation. Simmons puts down the sign. Caldwell from the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's a ground ball. Hit the second. Gantner's got it. Goes to first. 1 away. And now here is Ray Knight. Knight 1 for 3. And I think that's it. That's going to be it for Caldwell. You don't want to sit him out there with Knight up right now. So we'll see who they have. I think we're going to go. Oh, I should have left. Oh, there he is. Let's go to Dwight Bernard. He's been in 2 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. So far, no earned run average. So Bernard's been good. Again, righties here for the Brew Crew. So Bernard comes in, gets his third baseman, I guess, with the Mitchell being out. Simmons sets the target. Bernard from the windup, here's the pitch. And that's going to fly ball center field. Thomas is there. Makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. And here is Ray, and here's George Foster. Wally Backman has grabbed the bat. He may go in to play second base when we go to the bottom of the 8th inning anyway. Simmons puts down the sign. Bernard with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's a foul out behind the plate. Simmons is there, puts the mask away, makes the catch, and the Mets are done in the 8th. Let's go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 3-2 favor of the Mets. So 3-2 favor of the Mets, bottom of the 8th inning here. So bottom 8 here, they're trying to hold, the Brewers try to hold on. And now we see what the Mets decide they're going to do here. Cooper, followed by Simmons and Thomas. Left switch right. And Orozco is getting ready. And I think, like I said, the Mets are going to make a move into the reserves. Wally Backman will lead off next inning. Will go in and play second base. He's a 3 instead of Tuffle's 4. So now here's Cooper, 0 for 1, run scored, couple walks. This is a dangerous situation. You got a couple guys. If you bring in a lefty here, I don't think you want to go Roscoe for 6 outs. So again, let's see if the Mets have. Again, Sisk is better against lefties, and they're not going to move him. They don't. Randy Neiman is not, to me, not an option. He's been in way too many innings. Holy cow, Randy Neiman has been in three innings, giving up 10 hits. So he's been in blowouts, I guess. Jesus. So Carter puts down the sign. Sisk with the windup. Here's the pitch to Cooper. And that's what you worry about with Cooper. Left center field will go to the wall. Dykstra plays the bounce. A double for Cecil Cooper. So Cooper doubles the lead off the 8th of a 3-2 ball game. And here now is Ted Simmons. And now Davey Johnson may have to make a move here. And again, looking toward that bullpen. Orozco is not coming out of there, I don't think. Sisk maybe have to sit in there until McDowell's ready. And right, switch, right, left. McDowell's so much better versus righties. Carter puts down the sign. Sisk from the stretch. Runner on second, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Pop up the short. Boy, that's a big out. Santana's there, makes the catch, and there's one away. Here's Gorman Thomas. Then you get Ogilvy, then a couple righties. This could be a McDowell situation. 5 outs would make sense. And the Mets are going, because they're not going to take these guys out. They may take out somebody for money. So here comes Davey. He'll flip the right hand up. And we'll get Roger McDowell in here. He's going to have to be the closer today. Looks like Orozco is unavailable. For McDowell, his first appearance of the year, the Mets are 4-2. That is crazy. Runner on second, 1 out. McDowell now trying to get the save here. Carter puts down the sign. McDowell, the right-hander against Gorman Thomas. Here's the pitch, and that's a strikeout for McDowell, 2 away. And that's a big strikeout, but now here's a dangerous hitter in Ben Ogilvy. So Ogilvy comes up with 2 outs, runner on second. Tying runner is Cooper out there. And here's the pitch to Ogilvy, and that's in ground ball to short. Santana the hole. Tough play, mounts his feet, throws. Good play by Santana to end the inning. We head to the 9th. It's 3-2 Mets. So Backman will lead off, and then it will be Santana and Heap. The bat for the Mets here against it's going to be Dwight Bernard or not. Let's see who the Brewers can have. Do they have a lefty to come in and get some outs here? And it could be Randy. It could be Randy Lurch. He is most likely a starter at times. Or do they have Jamie Easterly? Ooh, and he's gotten bombed too. So Randy Lurch, left-handed hand will go up. Lurch will come in. So Randy Lurch, the former Philadelphia Philly, will come in. And ooh, that card sucks. Oh, boy. Okay, let's see. So Backman will turn around, bat right-handed against Lurch. That's why the card doesn't look good. So Simmons puts down the sign. Here's a pitch from Lurch, and that's a ground ball second. He avoids that. Gantner fields it, throws him out at first, and that's the first down. It's a big first out. So now here's Rafael Santana, 2 for 3 in the ball game, 20 at bats, 3 RBIs, hitting a hefty 450. Simmons puts down the sign. Lurch with the windup. Here's the pitch to Santana. And that's a ground ball to third. Mahler's got it, throws the first. There's 2 outs. And now this is a good situation for Lurch to be in. He'll pitch to Danny Heap. The Mets, I don't believe, have another bat to play left field and the swing right now. Lee Mazzilli could come in and swing, but he hits righties better, and he's a 4 in left. And you're not going to do that. So Danny Heap will swing. Hopefully walk on his card or hit something on Lurch's card. Simmons puts down the sign. Lurch, the left-hander, with a pitch. And that will be a fly ball center field. Randy Lurch does the job, gets the Mets out in the 9th. Let's head to the bottom of the 9th. It's 3-2 Mets. So Money, Moore, Gantner, the M&M boys, and Gantner for the Brewers here in the 9th. The Brewer fans are looking for a rally here. Holy cow. Well, if you look at these cards and you're starting to play Stratomatic, you'll know what cards look good and cards do not. And that was a blunt, honest card, to be honest. So here is Don Money. Money will bat. He's got tremendous power for limited at bats. 16 bombs, 275 at bats. 6 for 12 on the season. He's going to swing away. He'll be followed by Moore and Gantner, and lefties could come up here. This is where McDowell doesn't pitch well too, so he could see probably a hitter from Moore next, even though Moore is a better defender. So Carter puts down the sign. McDowell needs 3 outs for the save. Here's the pitch. Here's the pitch, and that's a liner. Santana dives and makes the catch. A 1-12 on the ballpark single, roll the 20, and that's the first out. So Charlie Moore may come out. He's 0 for 3, but they want to turn Roger McDowell around, to be honest. So let's see. It's probably going to be Marshall Edwards. So Marshall Edwards will grab the bat. He's one of the 2 lefties on this bench, along with Roy Thurston B. Howell III. So and he could bat for Gantner on deck, another lefty, got a more lefty with pop here. So there it is. There's Marshall Edwards. He'll swing against McDowell here. 1 out in the 9th. Mets lead 3-2. Carter puts down the sign. McDowell, the windup, here's the pitch. And that's going to be ground. He had a chance. Oh, my goodness. Backman picks it up, throws to Hernandez for out number 2. Let's get the last of these out-of-town scoreboards. I believe these are going to be all the finals. Royals 9, Blue Jays 1, Tigers over the Astros 6-2. Good win for the Tigers. It is the Cubs beating the Reds, looks like 2-0. Giants overwhelming the White Sox 13-3. Pirates over the Red Sox 2-1. Again, Seattle destroying the Rally Monkey and the Angels 12-3. It is the Braves over the Cardinals 3-0. A's leading the Indians 8-4. Yankees come back and lead 6-4. Sorry, Phil. Still looking for win number 1. Fish 2-1. Rays lead the Nationals 3-0. That could be a final. And the Orioles have stopped the Rangers, so we're not where we no longer have any undefeated teams. So now, bottom of the 9th, last effort. It's either a punch-in Judy hitter in Gantner or Roy Thurston B. Howell III. And then they could probably put Eddie Romero in at second, if they can score here. Howell, 4 home runs, 260, 358. No, you know what? Gantner's a better hitter here, 358 on the total slugging. So Jimmy's going to get a chance to swing. So let's see what Jimmy does here. Not much power. If he gets on base, he gets Mulder back up. Carter puts down the sign. McDowell from the stretch. Here we go. Big pitch of this ball game. And that's on a first. Hernandez takes to the bag himself. And the Brewers are still looking for their first win. The New York Mets win, and they will go 5-2. The winning pitcher is Bobby Ojeda. He goes 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned. Sisk with the hole. McDowell with the save. Goes an inning and 2/3, a strikeout. Caldwell, tough loss, 7 1/3, 9 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. Bernard, 2/3 of an inning, and Lurch won an inning. So good game altogether. Mets scored 1 in the 3rd. Brewers get 1 in the 3rd. Brewers are running the 6th, led 2, and then the Mets on a 2-run hit by Keith Hernandez, our today's MVP, led 3-2. Doubles in the game. Mitchell, Hernandez, Santana, Cooper is 3rd. Simmons is 1st. That was Hernandez 4th. And the home run was by Don Money, his 1st. RBIs by Hernandez. He had 3. Now he has 13. Thomas is 4th, and Don Money had his 3rd RBI. So the Mets win this 3-2. Let's head and go into tomorrow's action, or what possibly could be later on tonight. Again, we'll see what's going on the old schedule. If not, we'll have more baseball tomorrow night. As one of my days off, we'll usually call for some baseball in the afternoon and probably early evening. So let's see if we can take a look at that. There we go. Let's look at the standings and see what today's results did to our standings, and then we'll look at tomorrow's schedule. So the Rays now in first place with the Yankees. They're both 5-1. And now it's the Blue Jays at 4-2. Red Sox are at 3-3. The Orioles are at 2-4. The Twins are in first place in a log jam with the Royals and Tigers at 3-3. Indians are 3-4, and the White Sox are 2-4. In the West, the Rangers got their first loss. They're 5-1. Mariners only half game back. Astros a game and a half back. Angels 2 back, and the A's are 3 back. Mets are 5-2. They're one game better than the Marlins. 1.5 on the Nationals. The Braves just got their first win. They're 1-5, and the Phillies are still seeking their first win, just like the Brewers. Cubs are 5-1. They're a game better than the Pirates, who are 4-2. Cardinals 2-4, 3 back. The Reds are 2-4, surprising 3 back. And the Brewers are 5 back, still looking for win number 1. The Padres are 4-2, first place with the Dodgers. The Giants are 2-3, 1.5 back. Colorado's 2-4, and the Diamondbacks are 2-4 also. So let's go ahead and look at the next possible game. Again, we're trying to play someone different every day until about the All-Star break, and then we'll go ahead and swing into the games that matter. These are going to be Thursday, April the 6th matchup. Yankees are at Baltimore. So we have seen the Yankees so far. We've seen Baltimore. The Giants and the Cubbies from Wrigley Field. And that's Giants and White Sox. That will be Matt Cain and Freddie Garcia. Keep that in mind. That was in the old series where we saw the Giants. So that's different. The Nationals and the Rockies, we're not going to see that one. I don't think that doesn't. Not much interest so far. Eventually, we'll have to show the Rockies. Red Sox we've seen, so Red Sox are playing the Tigers. That's a great series, but we've seen both those teams. Blue Jays and Royals, that's a interesting series. Of course, that's the 93 Blue Jays and the 15 Royals. That's Henkin and Vasquez. We just saw the Astros, so that won't matter. Marlins and the Mets. We just saw the Mets. We've seen the Reds. We've seen the Phillies. The Dodgers we just saw them, and the Diamondbacks we just saw. Basically, it's a Drysdale-Johnson rematch. And then San Diego, Atlanta, which again is new. That's 95 Braves, 98 Padres. So, folks, what do you guys want to see out of those 10 games? Do you have something in there you want to see? We can show that one at some point. Well, off the bed. Okay. Yep. Sorry, man. Come in. Thank you so much for coming in, Doug. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate you coming as always. I thought maybe I could see my screen, but I guess not. I guess that screen doesn't get seen by the StreamYard people. I guess not. I thought I could show you all the stuff I'm looking at. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing on my screen, those 10 games. So let's go ahead and let's see what would be fun there. Let's go ahead, if possible, let's go ahead and look at the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays and Royals. That'll be Pat Henkin and Edison Volquez. That's going to be an afternoon game, a Thursday afternoon. And then we'll start with the weekend games. We're only about a week or so behind real life, which is what I want. If I can get this to real life, April, whatever, then I'll try to play a game a day and keep with baseball. That'd be perfect for this project to kind of play a daily thing. And if I miss one, then I always play something offline and catch up with you guys and put it on my community tab. Right now I'll put Toronto KC on there. If you guys don't see it tonight, you might see it as a video later. Otherwise, thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate it. I'm going to go get a little more things for dinner and all that, and then I'll be back. Well, again, we'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Doug Hunt. Appreciate everyone coming in, including Jimmy Jam, who was also here briefly for a few minutes again. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good rest of the night, and we'll see you again.